Hey you guys, this is Alex6675309, and I thought I'd attempt to show you guys Nintendo Land. I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play called Let's Play Nintendo Land. And, well, I know everyone's doing this, but it's definitely going to be difficult because I want to show you guys what it looks like for me, not just via the TV, but via the gamepad as well. I mean, you know, normally when someone's doing a playthrough of this game, you don't get to see what's being seen on the gamepad. For instance, like, you don't see me going and tapping things and, you know, pulling out my nice blue stylus because I lost my other one. Yeah, I lost my other one. I can't believe I did that. Somewhere here, or you know, even just going up to Samus's gunship and tapping it. You know, people don't normally get to see that. Of course, you guys aren't going to be able to see me doing this because obviously, well, yeah, I had to aim up to do that. But as you can see, the camera controls are fully gyroscopic, which is kind of neat, for sure. Let me just stick that back in there. Now, of course, I'm just going to show you guys in this part, Nintendo, the actual theme part of Nintendo Land. Now, this area is actually kind of neat, because this kind of has, like, everything there is, you know, to see inside the games that you unlock through this nice little game here. Let me show you guys how to play this really quick. Now, it's pretty simplistic. You know, if you guys have ever played a game like Planko, this is it. Now, this is very simplistic. They do get a lot tougher than this, but every once in a while you see sort of a repeat, and then of course they'll go and they'll throw one that just says, okay, what in the world happened to the easy ones I've been playing? This one's extremely difficult. I hate those ones. Or they'll go and they'll return your favorites. Again, another very easy one. But essentially all you gotta do is just drop the coins, pretty easy, and get them to pass by these blue circles. Of course, some areas do have like skulls, and if you go through one of the skulls, well, it deactivates all of your, you know, all of your orange dots. So you have to start over again, and again, and again, and again, and you know it gets kind of annoying. And then of course you have some like these, where you have thicker shapes set up like this, and as you can see, the coins bounce off them. This almost feels like something that you'd find in like Smash Bros, you know, for the coin game. It really does seem like something like that. But when you're done, I want this stupid last one. Give me it. Yes, okay. By the way, coins do affect each other, so they can actually bounce off each other pretty easily. Alright, now let's go back. Once you're done, you get question mark blocks. And these question mark blocks are based on, of course, the games that you have beaten. Like, for instance, this one right here is a soundtrack for Animal Crossing. I've pretty much completed almost all of them. I do like Metroid though. Let's see what other ones we got here. I know, one of my favorites is Kraid. You guys can't see it on the gamepad screen, so that's going to go away whenever it's not showing anything relevant. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have, ooh, the Deku Tree, which you guys can't see, I missed my aim. You have the Bullet Bills. Metroids, one of my favorites. So where did those other blocks go? Oh yeah, the Lord. Now all of these are based on, of course, whatever games they come from. Like this one, for instance, is the Hero's Bow. Of course, that's from Legend of Zelda. Now, when you start on this thing, it's actually completely and fully empty. I mean, there's... Wow, that was stupid of me saying that. I mean, it's completely empty. There's nothing in it at all. So, I mean, you have to collect all this stuff as you're playing through the games. Now, from what I've noticed, it's all completely random. And then you also have it set up where... what is that? Oh, okay, that's the eye switch. But of course, as you go through, you get more and more stuff, and it seems that they only go based on the games that you are actually, that you played. Usually, it's the game that you played last is where you get some of the stuff. It's kind of interesting. Now, the Miis that you're seeing here are actually all Miis from Miiverse. And sometimes when you're walking around, I'm guessing right now someone else is using the internet, so it's probably not going to show us. But every once in a while you'll see little posts. There are posts from Miiverse come up, and so it'll actually show you what they're talking about and whatnot on Miiverse, and it's kind of neat. Now, of course, you guys may be wondering, what are these buttons here? Do not press the red button. It'll go through all of her tutorials. She's essentially the Navi of the game. Her name's Monita, and she can be just rather annoying at most, so I'm not going to press the red button. You have this one, which turns everything back into question mark blocks. Of course, how much fun is that when you can just do this, and you can listen to, can't find it, but when you can listen to the music you actually like instead of listening to the basic music that's there. This one is an effect. This one shows most of the visual attacks, like fireballs, whatnot, that are in the game. Some of you guys will recognize from like Kraid and whatnot that I've shown in past videos. Some of them, of course, you're going to be like, what in the world is that? Which I'm hoping, move out of the way, I'll be able to show you guys in a little bit. Now, this button right here changes the day and night levels. So now it's like sunset. Now it's night. Now, of course, Nintendo Land does not have a real-time changing of days. It's like, I wish they would have done something with that, but of course they didn't. Now, of course, this one is just weird. I never understood why they did this. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a parade or something, but I mean, I'm like, really? It has that fanfare style that it could be. But then again, who wants to see the Great Deku Tree flying above their head? Actually, wait a minute. Oh, I thought some of the Miis started watching it. And of course, this one is always just kind of funny. You turn into this giant Mii, and you can literally go and just kick stuff over. Of course, it respawns after you kick it, but I mean, you can push Miis around and whatnot. It's more for fun. You guys might be noticing that I'm doing a little jump. If you press the ZR button, you get 3 jumps, and of course the third jump, like most Mario games, is a higher jump. This is kind of basic. Now this right here is the train. You can actually get on the train and it'll carry you around. It speeds up just a little bit, or you can press A, which will take you to the attraction tour. Now this right here is just the basic menu if you actually don't want to use like the Gamepad to actually navigate Nintendo Land Plaza. So here you can see that here are all the games, and you can see that there's a star, I mean not a star, but a ×2 coin at Animal Crossing. That means right now if I were to play Animal Crossing, I would get ×2 the coins from it, obviously. But then of course you see some attractions have stars, then some attractions do not have stars. The attractions that do have stars actually have, I have essentially beaten them in a way, beaten their easiest mode, and then after that they have extra, an extra portion to it. For example, Metroid Blast. After you beat Ridley, after you beat Kraid, and then after you beat Ridley, you beat it essentially. But then you also unlock 10 more extra missions, which are even harder than the originals. Or Legend of Zelda Battle Quest, where after you beat it, you're challenged, hey, master all these, and here's some extra missions as well, if I'm not mistaken. You will also notice that you can see here the number of players. This is a 1 through 4, but if you look at Metroid Blast, this can add 5 players. It's Wiimote, Nunchuck, and Gamepad. I mean, so overall, you know, you can really see that you can get a lot of players in here. Like this one is a this one's a multiplayer game, so it requires at least 2 people. So all these games, Mario Chase, Luigi's Ghost Mansion, and Animal Crossing Sweet Day, those are all multiplayer attractions. Then you have these, which are team attractions. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. Where it's a, you know, you have to work as a team, or you can fight against each other in Metroid Blast. Pikmin Adventure is kind of different. It's kind of neat, and it kind of it takes the Pikmin style and turn it into a more of an action game. Now, you guys may be wondering, what are all these down here then? Well, these are all solo attractions, minus this middle one, which I'll talk about later. You have Yoshi Fruit Cart, Octopus Dance, Donkey Kong's Crash Course, Takamaro's Ninja Castle, Captain Falcon's Twister Race, and Balloon Trip Breeze. This one actually plays a lot like the original Balloon Trip. It's kind of neat. But of course, these are all only 1 player. Which I don't understand why I see videos saying, hey look, it's co-op, and I'm like, no it's not. Now, the attraction tour. You have 2 to 5 players, and literally you just go through all of these attractions as a group. This is kind of like the party mode, I guess you could call it. It's definitely neat. Now, of course, in options, you have stuff like check, me versus viewing and posting. Okay. Visitor admission, all languages, so that means you can have anybody inside your plaza, from anywhere. Of course, whoops. It went on. But here, you can literally go and set it to English only, or all. I like it on all just because I think, wow, you know, this is kind of neat. Microphone. This makes it so, you know, it turns on the mic. Camera, you'll see how this works later, by the way, for these 2. Pointer correction, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that goes for the Wii Motion Plus. But if you see, Nintendo Land is on version 1.1. So this is definitely kind of neat. So that means Nintendo is probably going to patch this game every once in a while to work. Now, what's different about this? You know, well, number one, most people would think, okay, you know, let's go play some games. The first thing I did is I went and did this. Yes, you can jump off the edge, there's no invisible walls. It's kind of different, but, yeah. So, I guess that's the end of this part. I just wanted to show you guys, and this is going to be more of a test to see how well this actually works. Because, as I said, I want to show you guys what it looks like on the gamepad. This is a little bit more difficult because I had it set up just for the top-down view, because I also wanted to try out Takamaro's Ninja Castle, and this is what would work for me, because I have to hold onto the gamepad like this and flick with my finger. So I mean, I figured this would work easiest for this style. So, you know, I do want to see how this all works out. So then, coming up next, we're going to be trying out Takamaro's Ninja Castle. It's definitely going to be, it's an interesting game. If you guys remember the demo where you had to go and hang onto the gamepad like this and flick shurikens across the screen, this is it. So I mean, you guys are definitely going to see what I see through that. Alright, so that's what's going to happen into the next part. As I said, this is more of just a proof of concept video. I didn't really mean it to be like a big, serious thing. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. if you guys would please like and subscribe if you like this video. And then if you also, you can join my Facebook page at, it's in the description. It's bit.ly/SilexFB, if I'm not mistaken. So, I guess that's the end of this video. I'll see you guys in the next part.